You might be wondering how to set weight loss goals and achieve them. Well, I've got the answer for you in this video. In this video, we're gonna go through how to set weight loss goals. And then we're gonna dive into how to actually achieve your weight loss goals. And finally, we'll jump into the most effective way for you to not only set your goals, but achieve them. So many people set them, but they don't achieve them. What's up with that? We'll talk about it. Everybody wants to set a weight loss goal. I mean, shoot. New Year's resolutions? Look, I wrote a book called New Year's Resolutions Suck, and I'm not going to go into that. That's a whole different video for a different day. But people set weight loss goals. It's the number one biggest New Year's resolution. I mean, at any given time of the year, any of us would love to lose a little bit of weight, myself included. We all want to drop some weight. Everybody wants to drop a little body fat, a little bit of leaner. Everybody wants to do it. And people are constantly setting weight loss goals. Now, you need to set a realistic weight loss goal. I don't like that word realistic, like realistic weight loss goal. And I hear people use that all the time. And I think that's problematic. In fact, in the custom program paperwork, I ask people, of course, what their current height is, what their current weight is, and what goal weight they think they should be. And then I ask them why they think they want that for the goal weight. And everybody always chooses a goal weight way too high for them. And I say, why is that your goal weight? And everybody writes, because that's a realistic weight loss goal. And I don't like that. It's like, well, shoot for the moon and you'll land on the stars. So it's okay to fail gracefully? Is that what you're telling me? No. In the custom nutrition programs, I'm going to choose a goal weight for you. And that's going to be the goal weight that you actually need to be. I mean, my sister Carrie lost 110 pounds and has kept it off for a very long time, about 10 years now. And she says when I was 260 pounds, if you would have asked me what my goal weight was, it would have been 180, 190, because she couldn't see herself as any less than that. And of course, that would have been a massive improvement, but it's still not where she needs to be. And a lot of people set these kind of realistic goals for themselves. But a lot of people, they don't know where to turn. They don't know how to set a goal for themselves when it comes to weight loss. They don't know what to choose. What's the right goal for me? And I talk about this, I think it's page 129 or 127 in the Code Red Revolution book. You can look it up. I'm sure you probably have a book. And I talk about finding the right goal weight for you. I mean, if you don't want to get a custom nutrition program and let me choose your goal weight, that's totally fine. You need to find your goal weight for yourself, and you need to choose a weight loss goal. You need to set a goal for yourself. And so many people, they don't know where to start. Well, like I explained in my book, the best place to start when you are choosing a weight loss goal for yourself is to remember back to a time where you felt really, really good. Remember back when you felt sexy and you had confidence and you felt comfortable in your own skin. I don't care if it was when you were 16, 17 years old and now you're 68 now. That's okay. It doesn't matter when, and your age doesn't dictate your goal weight. I've done other videos on that. You can look them up. I'm not going to go through that right now. But even if it was all the way back in high school and now you're pushing 70 years old, that doesn't mean you should just discount that. If that's the last time you felt really good in your skin, then that's a good point where you need to take note. Hey, how much did I weigh back then? I felt pretty good. I was about 135 pounds. Okay. All right, we've got ourselves a starting point. I know that Weight Watchers starts people off when they're determining their goal weight. I'm not a big fan of the Weight Watchers goal weight calculator, but I do like the fact that they have everybody start off with just getting 10% of their body weight off right off the bat. And I don't quite know why they do that. I could guess and say, hey, there's a lot of really great benefits, health benefits to just getting 10% of your weight off. Maybe they're doing that. Maybe they're just trying to get you to where you can do it, believing that you could do it. Hey, listen, whatever, that might be a good starting point for you. Just start with 10%. That's totally fine. I do know that on our 10-pound takedown challenges, you can lose 10 pounds every month. That's a pretty decent rate of loss. And our custom programs, you can lose 10% of your body weight every month. So when choosing a realistic goal for yourself, just think. Think about where you want to be. Think about when you felt the best. And when you're thinking, hey, I'm 5'3" and I want to be 160, use your brain. Do you really think that 160 is a healthy weight for 5'3"? Probably not. And when you're setting a weight loss goal for yourself, I would not pay attention to those doctor's office charts. I really wouldn't. I think they are problematic. I think that the military charts, the military uses waist circumference, which is fine, and BMI, which doesn't measure muscle. I think is outdated and archaic. So be really careful when you just start scrolling and Googling and you are using these charts that really don't take into account the bio-individuality of a person. Maybe you're missing a leg. Maybe you have metal rods in your back. Maybe something is going on with you. You're very dense, or you're extra tall. I don't know. But I know that the Weight Watchers calculator for me put me about 15 pounds lighter than I am right now. And the doctor's office chart wants me between 118 and 139, but I'm 155. So, does that make any sense to you? Sometimes they don't have it right. In fact, oftentimes the online calculators and other people that are not in the weight loss industry, they don't have it right. Look, if your doctor had it right, your doctor would have been able to get this weight off of you before now. So when you're choosing a realistic goal, I don't know if I would ask your doctor or look on that chart or ask your mailman what he weighs, or ask your pastor's wife what she weighs. Everybody is different. So be very careful when you start asking around to different people of what they weigh and what they think you should weigh or whatever, because you're really going to get a lot of answers. The best thing to do is to think back to a time when you felt good about yourself and start with that weight. Even if it's not your ultimate goal weight, it's a great starting point for you. I want you to write down your goal. I actually want you to take a pen and a paper and write it down. I want you to put it on your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator door, or your car dashboard. You need to see that number. I also want you to track your weight loss. I want you to look, this is why I have you guys do this on the 10-pound takedown. I want you to, again, take a pen and a paper, and I provide tracking sheets for the 10-pound takedown. So you can do it with me, or you can do it on your own, or you can do it with a notebook. I don't really care. Use an old journal. I don't really care. But you're going to want to write down what your weight is each day. You set the goal. You have your starting point, you have your ending point. And then I want you on that scale every morning, strip down naked, you get up, you go potty, you strip down naked, you weigh yourself. That's called a dry weight. We talk about this on the challenge. And then I want you writing down that weight every single morning, because your scale, although not the end all be all, is a great way to tell you. It's a great feedback mechanism. It's a great way to measure your progress. It's a great way to tell you if whatever you did yesterday was working or didn't work. You need to track your weight. It's going to put it in the forefront of your mind, and it's going to hold you accountable. Before I go to the next point, I want to hear from you. How did you set your weight loss goal? How did you go about doing it? Did you let me help you, or did you do it on your own? I want to hear from you, so comment below. When setting your weight loss goals, you're going to want to have some sort of accountability. Accountability is huge, and without it, chances are you will not achieve those goals. You need to have something that you are respectfully afraid of. Look, people say, I have my accountability partner as my sister. Your sister? Seriously? Your sister loves you no matter what. Your sister's not going to hold your feet to the fire. And forget about asking your husband. That is baloney. Do you think that man is stupid? He is not stupid. He is not going to have you, he's not going to get on your case when he sees you sticking something in your mouth that doesn't belong there. He doesn't want to fight with you. He doesn't want to go down that path. So having an accountability partner, I'm not a really big fan of. I've never seen him work. I've never seen that whole process work. You need to have someone that's gonna hold your feet to the fire. You need to have someone that kind of instills a little bit of umph into you, a little bit of fear, a little bit of up and go. You need to have that person that you are respectful of, but you don't want to disappoint. We don't want you to disappoint yourself. But that mechanism of not disappointing yourself is not strong enough yet. So we bring in another person like me that will hold your feet to the fire, that you don't want to, I don't want to disappoint Cristy. Okay, whatever it's going to take to get that weight off, you need to have some sort of an accountability factor here. And when setting your weight loss goals and achieving them, of course, you need to have a reward system in place. You want to identify milestones. Everybody has their own milestone. Maybe a 2-pound, hey, shoot, I mean, you might be like, I only want to drop 5 pounds. So 2 pounds would be a milestone for you. It's different for everybody. Maybe it's even increments like 5, 10, 15, 20. Maybe it's 10, 20, 30, 40. Whatever your increments are, make sure that you have a reward system in place to implement when you pass that milestone. And it can't be a food reward. I mean, I hear about Weight Watchers meeting on a Friday night, meeting at the church multi-purpose room, a meeting at the local VFW building for their weekly weigh-in. And what do? Yay, they get on this, yeah, I lost 3 pounds. Let's go out for Mexican food. All right. No. It's a non-food reward. Using food as a reward is what got you into this mess in the first place. We don't use food to reward. We don't use food to punish. Food is fuel. And by you rewarding yourself with a big, huge, lobster dinner with a molten lava brownie at the end, you're just getting yourself back on that train of heartache. You're going to keep losing and gaining the same 20 pounds over and over and over, and you're not shifting your mindset. You've got to shift your mindset. When you are setting weight loss goals and you're wanting to achieve them, you need to have a strong why. Why are you doing this? Write it down. You can see I'm a big, strong believer in writing things down. Old school, pen and paper. Come on. Write it down. And it needs to be something that's more powerful than just, I want to get skinny. No. We need something deeper. We need you to really dig down deeper. Why do you want to get skinny? Well, because I want to be able to play with my grandkids and get off the floor with no problem. Because I want to be able to watch my daughter graduate with a master's degree. Because I want to be able to watch my son get married. These are bigger whys here. And I want you to get granular with your why. We want a big why, but I want you to break it down. Be detailed, because it's not going to be a matter of if, it's going to be a matter of when you're going to want to give up. And seeing that why hanging on your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator door, or your car dashboard is going to help you stay out of the Carl's Jr. drive-thru. It's going to remind you why you're on this journey. The absolute best way to set your goals and achieve them is to let me help you. Look, this is my jam. I've been in this industry like 26 years, and I have seen everything you can imagine come and go. I know it works and I know it doesn't. I have this whole process figured out. At the time that we're recording this, I've had over 46,000 people come through my program. I know what I'm doing when it comes to weight loss and lifestyle changes. So I've got this whole thing mapped out for you already. I've done the legwork, and it's in the 10-pound takedown challenge, where you can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days by following a very simple procedure. Simple foods, simple rules, simple tracking, and I'm going to come live to you every day and teach you why we believe what we believe. It's a learning and it's an unlearning. And I've got the whole process streamlined. So I've linked it up below. Join the next challenge, and I'll see you on the next video.